All right, guys. Myron Gaines.
Fresh Prince CEO.
Got a loyal patron request here. Question for you guys, and I'll start with context first. I push out a lot of hours every week, 67 hours a week for work, another 5 to 10 hours for volunteering/leadership activities, and an additional 5 to 10 hours for gym, meal prep, life prep. Sometimes I'll have a date in between events or at the end of a long day, weekdays and weekends included. With this, I've noticed I struggle with switching in between modes/frames sometimes. For example, work, producer, robotic modes to social, fun, flirty modes. As a result, it takes me a little to get warmed up or switch to the mode I need for a date/event. I can do it, and once I'm in the mode, it's all gravy, but I want to see if you guys have any tips/techniques on how to switch your own frame quickly/share what's worked for you both. Appreciate the insight because this will help me take my hustle to the next level as well as help me get out that corporate life trance we corporate dudes sometimes get into. Big ups to you guys, and most importantly, thanks. First and foremost, thank you, loyal patron supporter. I will not say what tier you are, but we're gonna give you some TLC on this one.
Thanks, man.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so first off, right, bro? Very good question because guess what? You're in a mode, work mode, right? You got a date you want to go on, but you're not really in that frame of mind, right? So what I used to do when I used to leave work and I had a date, I literally would go to the spot early before the girl, and I would network with the guys there or the girls there. So for example, if I see a girl, I say, "Guy," I'll spark a conversation. Say, "Hey, how's it going? I'm new to the area. Is this a good bar or a good lounge?" And what's happening there is that you're opening your mouthpiece. You're kind of like giving energy off and receiving energy. So that by the time the girl gets there to that date location, you're already primed and warmed up for like a conversation. And all you do, bro, is ask questions like, "Hey, man, what's a good spot in this area? Blah blah blah. Where you're from?" Basically, you ask questions about them so they can give you their energy, and they use that to kind of like channel into a different frame. So that's what I would do. I'll go to the spot beforehand, network with people there, and get a warmed up posture and speech from there.
Yeah, I mean, so that's a really good strategy. That's a good one. What I would personally do, man, is I would stack my dates on days where I knew I had the least to do. And the reason why is because, I'm sure you've probably been poring over some of the other content we have. We always frame our first dates to get laid. And I'll be honest with you, bro, it's not easy because you got to set up the date a certain way. You got to have a mindset. You got to have a plan, and you got to be ready, right? Now, I don't know if you're at that point yet, which we'll see when we're in the Zoom calls, where you're like getting first date lays consistently. But what I do is I purposely pick days where I'm less busy. And I know that you do a lot of volunteering and leadership type things. Dude, I mean, if it's if it's like, I guess, affecting your social life and everything, you got to do what makes you happy the most, man. And if that means you got to cut back a little bit of your volunteering and leadership, that's okay, bro. Like, it's okay to, be a little bit more selfish with your personal time.
Yep.
And take it for yourself to do things that you enjoy, especially if you feel like you're dragging ass and things that matter or things that are important to you, whether it's dating, smashing hoes, whatever it is. We're not sure exactly and we're going to get to know you better to see what your priorities are, what you really care about the most. Because volunteering might be where you get the most benefit from and you don't care about hoes, which is excellent. Because at the end of the day, bro, real talk, if you can get a benefit from something else, like that nice intrinsic sense of self-worth from something else besides smashing hoes, that's the best that you can do, man. Because I'm going to keep it a stack with you. There were days for me where I needed my validation from banging chicks. Those days are long past me, you know what I mean? Like, these girls are hoes, but that's a whole other thing. So I would like to just get to know you a little bit better so we can see like where your priorities lie. Yeah. But one technique that you can do also is stacking your dates on days where you have the least on your plate so you can have that mental energy to like prime yourself, get yourself ready to go. Maybe if you know someone at work that you trust and like, kind of get primed up and get social with them, tell them what you got planned, get excited for it, etc. Or you can go to the venue early like Fresh said and talk to people there, which is also like that's a really good one.
Here's another secret tip I have as well. For example, if I know I have a date set up, or I have a date with a very long day, I have a date that same day, I'll stagger it so that in between the work schedule and then the date, I can take a nap. And that nap kind of like rejuvenates me. So when I wake up, okay, cool, I'm fresh, I have a good start, I can focus on the day. So try to schedule out a little bit further out. Let's say you leave work at like 5, you go at 5:30. You're not from like 5:30 to like 6:30. Set the day at 8 p.m. So you got some time there to like reset and then go on a date. Because remember, you got one life to live, bro. You need to have fun during this period of time. So stagger it so you have time to rest, work, and then play as well.
Yeah, never go back to back to back. That's also
Yeah.
a good tip. Don't do that, bro.
Yeah.
Like you're in your fucking suit from work or something. I mean, if you're looking snazzy and you're prepared, that's one thing. Like you dressed up in the morning knowing that you were gonna go on a date right after. That's one thing. But try to limit like back to back to back to back, man, because not getting that break, man, it's gonna fuck you up.
You want to have your best foot forward in the date because guess what?
Yeah,
You want to show your best self to get the best results and smash if possible in the first
yeah,
date.
man.
All
Yo,
right?
and sometimes, bro, real talk, if you're not right in the right frame of mind, flake on that bitch, man. Like that's another thing that guys don't like talk about. Like I know, like we're men and our word means a lot, but guys, flake on these chicks, bro. Like trust me, if you flake, but you say, hey, listen, I had a really busy day, give a good DHV story, but I'll take you out tomorrow. You know what I mean? I know this really cool spot, blah blah blah. Bro, she gonna go out with some other nigga anyway, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just keep it a stack. Like, girls always have options. Just that you were the first one, so she picked you. She'll go to the next guy.
Yeah.
It's not gonna. Girls don't rarely get mad when you flake on them, unless
Rarely.
like, especially if you give them notice. If you tell her like an hour before, nah, that ain't good. But like if you tell her like earlier in the day, whatever, bro, 9 out of 10 times she's not gonna care. She's like, okay, less anxiety, don't make a boo. You're gonna probably give her some relief, you know.
Yep.
So yeah, man. Other than that, great question. Welcome to the family, bro, and we'll see you in the Zoom calls. All right.
Thank you, man.
Peace.